do a quick walkthrough of my koi pond here and give you a quick description of what I have going on. So right under those bubbles, I have a 4-inch DIY bottom drain that I used 4-inch toilet flanges to make. Over here, I have a 3-inch skimmer. Well, it's bigger than a 3-inch skimmer, but the pipe is 3 inches. And I purchased that skimmer box. By the way, I think my pond's about 5,500 gallons. This is a bog filter. It's about 3 feet this way, and it runs about 15 feet from here over to the waterfall. My bottom drain and my skimmer both come out of the pond right here. This is the 3-inch for the skimmer, and that's the 4-inch for the bottom drain, and they go into a 300-gallon settlement chamber, what some people might call a radial flow type. It's not a vortex. Out of the settlement chamber, I got a 3-inch line right here. It comes across, it goes into a 55-gallon barrel, and inside of here I have a submersible pump that's like 5,400 gallons per hour on the tag. I'm sure it's not actually pushing that much, but that's what's on the tag. That's the 2-inch PVC line that comes off of that submersible pump. It runs up and it goes across, bumps up to a 3-inch, across that mess of hoses and wires, goes back across, and it feeds the waterfall right up there. Also, it comes up and tees, and it goes up and feeds my DIY trickle tower, Baki shower, Zaki shower, whatever you want to call it. And this is the 2-inch line that comes back and coming out of that trickle tower, and it goes into a 300-gallon IBC tote. It's probably about 250 gallons of water. And inside the IBC tote, I have polyester filler, which is, I guess, like pillow stuffing, inside of laundry bags. I got about 50 pounds of that stuff in here. And I got crushed oyster shells right here to help increase my KH. Back over to the settlement chamber. That's the 3-inch line we just discussed. Here's a 4-inch line. It comes out right here, and it goes straight across into the IBC tote. Coming out of the IBC tote is a 4-inch line, and I left enough space here that I could add another filter if I need to. There's a 4-inch line that goes into 8-inch culverts that are buried 8 feet down into the ground, and that's where I have, that's my airlifts. These are DIY airlifts. So this is a 4-inch PVC pipe, and it goes down about 7 feet, 7.5 feet, and I have I made air diffusers in the pipe. So this air line is coming from this 60 liter per minute air pump. I push 60 liters a minute of air down and into this pipe, and in turn the air coming up raises the water up, and it shoots it back into the pond through this pipe right here. It goes back into the pond over there subsurface. This rigmarole right here is kind of my attempt at a foam fractionator. So as the bubbles come up, maybe you can see some in there. They'll foam up right there, and if you got a lot of dissolved organic compounds, that foam will pour out of here. Right now it looks like I'm in pretty good shape. There's not a lot of foam. So that's one of my airlifts, and this is the other airlift, and it's constructed the same way, except I don't have the foam fractionator thing on the top. But anyway, this is how high, that's how high it's lifting the water. Probably a good foot it's lifting the water, which creates a pressure differential, and it shoots it back into the pond. These airlifts are really they're really efficient, man. They only like 60 or 70 watts each, and they move a bunch of water. I mean, they are trucking that water being sucked out of there. That's my waterfall on the backside, and what I'll do is I'll go around. I'll start another video on the front side and show where these airlifts, where they come out up there.